So, Heather, I know that you like a great one-dimensional villain, but that's something, a lot of people don't. And so, I'm just curious why you do.
Because I think more real life villains are one dimensional than they are multidimensional. Like, it's great when you have a character that's, a villain that has this great backstory that you can just like really feel for a while waiting for them to get their comeuppance or whatever it is. I think that's great. And I think all stories and all things are wonderful to have around. But I think a good one dimensional villain is not only more realistic, but can sometimes be a lot more fun. I don't need to always feel for the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can just hate someone for doing awful things.
Yeah. Like and there's more of those than there are the other, I think, in real life. In real life, I think it's not necessarily like a quote unquote villain who has this tragic backstory. It's usually just someone who's like fucked up. But like in reality, the real villains are people who are just bad people. Like there's no tragic backstory. They're just bad people.
Yeah, they're either greedy or they want power or just want to do awful things. Some men just want to watch the world burn, Master Wayne.
Yeah, and I think it's hard for people to accept that sometimes.
Hmm.
Um and that's why they like pick on one-dimensional villains because they want to think that there's more. They're like, Tuvok with Brad Dorff in the one Voyager episode that I always forget the name of.
Melt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was pretty easy. I should have known that. Anyway, um, where like Tuvok just can't get over the fact that there's no reason for him to have murdered this dude other than he just didn't like him right now. He just didn't want him around. He was just like, oh, he looked at me weird. I'm going to go kill him. But there was actually no motive to it.
Yeah.
And Tuvok is like stuck. He's like, but how is there no motive? I have to have a motive. And I get that because you want to think that there's a reason. You want to like live in this world of, oh, there's a reason for everything or whatever. And there's not.
Yeah, they're all just like, I must understand.
More times than not, I don't think there's anything to understand. And so I love it when you can just get one of those and in a movie and you can just hate them. Not that I don't like the other ones too. I love the ones that you feel for as well. But I really just like it when, you give me fucking, my favorite from the shirt I'm wearing.
Oh, because High Evolutionary
Yeah.
from Guardians 3. I mean, all the Guardians ones really are great for that, but that one is such a jerk.
Yeah. He's just a dick. That's it. There's no more to it. He's just a fucking dick. That's great. That's all there is to it. And that's it. And a lot of times that's really just it. That there's no more to it.
Sometimes someone's just a whining abuser, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's
That's
all there is to them.
right. And I'm fine with that. I accepted that a long time ago, and so when I see it done well in a movie, I'm very happy. I that's it. And but again, I think all storylines are good and important and stuff like that. But yeah, I very much enjoy just a good one-dimensional piece of shit villain that I can just be like, I can't wait till he gets his comeuppance.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, because can you imagine if the Fellowship had tried to stop and be like, well, how would Sauron feel about all this?
Let's hear his backstory. Where did this eye come from or whatever? But like,
Is
like
it wrong to extinguish the fire of this eye?
like who cares? He's a piece of shit, you know? Do we need a reason, for all of it? No. Some people are just jerks. It's the way it is.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I enjoy a good one-dimensional villain. I think it makes sense and it's fun and yeah, that's what I think.